group members. First of all, we have 5 group members, and the first one is Hafiz, and then second one is Muza. Next, we have Nazri and Shafiq, and the last one is also me, Haze. Okay, now I want to tell you the reason why we choose this issue. Is because to discuss about the problem of air pollution that occur in our country. In addition, think of ways how to overcome the problem of haze that occur in our country. For example, we spreading about the dangers of open burning to the community. So this can not only educate the community about the evils of open burning, but it can also reduce the air pollution index in Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Misa. So, I want to talk about definition of haze. What happened to Malaysia nowadays? I wear a mask because of the haze. So, what is the definition of haze? Haze is traditionally an atmospheric phenomenon in which dust, smoke, and other dry particular, small one, suspended in air, obscure visibility and clarity of the sky. So we cannot see the sky. So the word Meteorological Organization Manual of Codes includes a classification of particular causing horizontal obscuration into categories: fog, ice fog, steam fog, mist, haze, smoke, volcanic ash, dust, sand, and snow. Source for particular that cause haze including farming, plotting in the dry weather, traffic, industry, volcanic activity, and wildfire. Seen from afar, and depending on the direction of view respect for the sun, haze may appear brownish or bluish, while the mist tends to be bluish-grey instead. Where haze often is thought as a phenomenon occurs in dry air. Mist formation is a phenomenon is saturated humid air. However, haze particles may act as condensation nuclei that leads to subsequent vapor condension and formation of mist. Such form of haze are known as well haze. So, haze is a common phenomenon it also has affecting Asia Sea, including Malaysia, and has occurred almost every year within few decades. Haze is associated with high level of air pollution. It reduces visibility and affect human health in the affected sea country.
Okay, now I will talk about the reliable about haze in Malaysia. Refer to Asian Specialized Meteorological Center, we can see the regional haze situation for January 2021. Northeast monsoon condition prevailed over the Asian region in January 2021. In the Northern ASEAN region, the prevailing wind blew mainly from the northeast or east, strengthening at times under the influence of high pressure system moving eastward over continental Asia. Dry condition persisted over the Mekong sub-region, while wet weather conditions were observed mostly over the eastern part of the Philippines. In the Southern Asian region, the prevailing wind blew mainly from the northwest or northeast over area near the equator, and mainly from the west or northwest over area south of the equator. There were isolated to scattered shower activities over the regions, with rainfall observed to be higher over part of Malaysia, Singapore, North Kalimantan, Central Sumatra, and Java Island. In this website, we can also look the haze hotspot observation. So, we can see that the haze issue in Malaysia is influenced by the conditions of the northeast monsoon.
Okay, Nat. Consequences of that issue towards society, people, economy. The haze problem surely has a bad effect, especially on the health of the people in our community. Among these, the haze may have an impact on people's health, particularly their respiratory systems, and may lead to conditions including asthma, sore throats, the flu, gout, pneumonia, and heart-related illnesses. This is due to the body's weakened state and decreased immunity brought on by the haze. As a result, the haze significantly increased the number of elderly persons and children who develop respiratory illnesses and require hospital or clinic treatment. Furthermore, the daily activities of the community are also affected due to the haze problem. When the air pollution index API is at unhealthy or dangerous level, any form of outdoor activity is not recommended. For example, in haze hit areas, many schools had to be closed to ensure the health of students. Outdoor programs and events such as sport are cancelled. This situation shows that the haze problem has disrupted the daily activities of society in our country. In addition to Malaysian bad health, the haze in Malaysia had a negative impact on the country economy. Outdoor activities had to be limited due to poor vision, and the fishing and commercial sector had to close in order to protect the health of workers. Malaysians who work in agriculture and fisheries must temporarily look for other source of income. That's all from me. Thank you.
Air pollution is one of the biggest issues happen in Southeast Asia. Malaysia and the neighbouring countries has been affected by forest fire of Indonesia annually since 1980s. Modern technology has speed up the harvest process. However, it leads to the rapid air pollution happen because the habit of clear up forest in traditional way. This consists of sufficient smoke, dust, moisture and vapor suspended in air to a degree visibility. The uncontrollable forest fire had emitted tremendous amount of carbon dioxide. Haze had given the negative impact to health, physical activities and physiology. It also gives the long-term effects such as vascular disease, cardiovascular illness and birth defects. To prevent this thing to happen, it can be done by making it mandatory for the installation of tube well to pump groundwaters into the existing trench, ditches, moat and canals constructed by the plantation companies for the estate. Groundwater exists below the peat soil and peat swamp. The water artificial created groove then will act as a fire barrier.
It's my life.